One more thing that I've learned to respect myself better and kind of show myself that, hey, I actually value you now and I actually like love you now and I'm actually going to put in time and effort into building you is literally just as simple as saying no to more things, more people, forcing myself to feel FOMO, but knowing deep down, like at the back of my head, that I'm doing what it actually takes to get to where I want to be. For example, last Friday, I had just finished a really tough basketball practice and I was like cramping and everything. And then I had to go lift weights after, and after that I was dead. But after that, I was planning to go to this social event where it was more sports and more like physical activity. And I knew that what I really wanted was to become like a better athlete, right? Better basketball player. I need to work, but I also need to recover. And so going to this unnecessary church event, as obvious as it may sound, I needed to make it a priority for me to like get results. And so I ended up saying no to that, no matter how bad I wanted to go. And no matter how much it hurt me, and I was like, I really want to go to this thing, and I've been looking forward to it like the whole week, I just told myself, like, make the decision, cut away from it. You decide you want results and not fun, so we're gonna cut away from it. And I made the decision not to go, and I felt like really like I was missing out. And I just told myself, like, you have to trust yourself when you make these decisions. This is self-respect. This is how you actually like yourself. Start to like yourself. You ever wonder why you don't like yourself? It's because you don't deserve to, bro. I know I sound like an asshole. You don't deserve to like yourself if you don't like yourself, because you haven't put in the work for it. What have you done in order to like yourself? Like, what actions have you taken to actually start to like yourself? Nothing actually useful. And so me saying no to this was essentially me saying yes to, okay, I'm going to let myself recover, I'm going to eat, I'm going to chill with my family, I'm going to spend time with like my sisters, we're going to do whatever. And I don't know, when I started prioritizing my time and my energy over fun and instant gratification, something just clicked in my head to where I was like, it showed me, it gave me proof. It gave me proof that I could actually like take care of myself. And I know it probably sounds so obvious and so stupid what I'm saying, but I'm willing to bet if you actually think about it and apply this to your own life, there's areas in your life where you don't apply this really well, if at all. I just went to another social event today, and they asked me to stay for lunch. And I told them, as much as I want to, I have to eat lunch with my dad because it's Father's Day, and I also have to do work. I have to record, I have to study for my exams and all that. Saying no to the lunch with all my friends, as much as I wanted to go, as much as it like really hurt me, and I'm getting FOMO literally at this moment right now. Saying no to them was saying yes to myself, saying yes to my goals, saying yes to making this video, studying after this, and then reading, and then like spending time with my family and appreciating what I have. You have to make sacrifices. And it's hard because when you want to do something, when something is so like alluring and like sounds so much fun, like hanging out with your friends, it's almost like you want it to feel like, oh, I'm just developing my social skills hanging out with my friends. Oh, I'm just like experiencing life and being a kid. I'm just hanging out with my friends. But that's not what you're optimizing for. You need to ask yourself, what are you really like? What are your goals and what are you optimizing for? Because there can't be like, you can't serve two masters at the same time. You can't have all these like millions or like thousands of goals that you set. Because when you think horizontally like that, like think of a horizontal plane, right? And you plant all these seeds, which are your goals, in the soil. You only have a limited amount of sunshine and water you can give them. So you're not going to grow them very, very well. They're all going to be malnourished. But if you just have a couple, maybe two, maybe three, you're going to be able to grow those seeds and nurture them properly, and they're going to thrive because you know your priorities. And what I found is I kept making my priorities everyone else except for me. I kept making my priorities my goals, developing social skills, learning, but it was never me. And even though that sounds like it's me, it's not really me, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm going to read 2 books this week and I have to finish them. But what am I sacrificing? I'm watering that, but I'm sacrificing another thing. What am I sacrificing? Well, I'm sacrificing time for myself. I'm sacrificing my social life. sacrificing a little bit of study time, sacrificing time with my family. We all have a limited amount of time. But you don't need more time. You just need better time management. You don't need more time. You just need better priorities. You don't need more time. You just need to know what you're willing to spend all of it on and to cut everything else out. And that is way easier said than done. And I suck at this. I'm phenomenally bad at this. Like, it's not even funny. I'll set all these goals, tell myself I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to hang out with all these people, go on all these meetings, adventures, and then before I know it, I'm just being pulled in all these different directions. And a man that sets everything as his priority has no priorities. Just like how a man who is friends with everyone has no friends at all. You need to know what to specialize on. It's not about doing more, it's about doing less. True focus is not saying yes to more things, it's about saying no to more things. It's not about doing more, it's about locking in on what's really important. And when you can this is as much for me as it is for you. You need to realize, I know what I'm saying probably sounds so obvious, but you aren't applying this in your own life. I can say that for you are not maximizing what I'm saying right now. And when you do, you'll realize okay, wow, actually this area of my life needs improving. Actually, I was hanging out with this certain group of people and I don't really know why. I was just kind of coping. A lot of our life is cope, bro. You don't even realize it. How much are we actually coping in our day-to-day life for a subconscious reason that we don't even shine light on, that we don't even bring to our own attention. I'll give you an example. I was staying behind after school every day instead of preparing for my workout or practice or going home, getting changed, doing what I actually have to do throughout the day. I was staying extra long after school every day for a certain amount of time because I was afraid of saying goodbye to everyone because I'm leaving my school. I was afraid. I wanted to spend more time with people. And I didn't even realize it. I was just wandering around the school for no reason. Just after school. For no reason. Because I subconsciously, I was oh, I'm going to find someone to talk to. I want to feel some sort of continuity. I want to feel some sort of assurance. Someone to tell me it's okay. Change is normal. Whatever. And I don't know if that's a good example. It's probably a terrible example, but you get what I'm trying to say. And as usual, that's all it takes. That's all that matters. You get what I'm trying to say. You need to really ask yourself, what are your priorities? What are you optimizing for in your life? Because if you optimize for everything, you're optimizing for nothing. I have to optimize for number 1, athletics, number 2, business, maybe number 3, social skills and life experience, but that's about it. I can't add any more. I can't add sleep. I can try and maximize it, and it is kind of part of athletics. A terrible example. I can't add oh, I want to become a great skateboarder. I want to be great at skydiving. I can't add anything more than that. And so you really need to ask yourself what means the most to you, and what are you willing to cut out for those things? Because you don't realize how much time and thought and energy you're expending thinking about these things that aren't even important to you. Right? As always, I have a free Telegram. It's first thing in the description. It's unedited, raw thoughts from me, lessons that I pick up every day. And as always, if you want to hear more from a 17-year-old trying to figure out life, subscribe. It's a win-win for both of us. Get after it.